Hello everyone. In today's video, let us create a basic calculator application using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So let us begin. So in this application we are going to develop in Visual Studio Code, and it has got three parts: HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So this we are building a calculator application similar to that you have seen in the video. So here there are basic functions like adding all the numbers as buttons, and we have to add the operators also as buttons, and once all this are done we are calculating the results. First part is the HTML. So HTML provides the structure for our calculator application, and we have got the divisions, and the divisions contain two child elements. One is a class screen. Screen is a text box where the details are visible, and this is a CSS of the application. Here it defines the visual styling. So this is the snippet of our application which we are going to develop. So it consists of a calculator class, a screen class, as well as the button. So we are styling all of this. Now JavaScript, it provides a functionality for the calculator application, and the screen variable, it is used to get the reference to the input element, and there is an equation variable where we are going to store the current value. Now let us begin. So I am opening a HTML page, and I am linking my CSS as well as my JavaScript to it. So inside the JavaScript, inside the body, we can link the JavaScript, and I am adding the title as calculator. Now let us begin. I am creating a division called calculator. In that I am creating another division called screen, and in that I am adding my text box. So in this text box the result will be displayed. I am giving the text box an ID of input, and it is only a read-only text box because we are not going to edit anything in this. Now I am defining another class called buttons, and in the buttons so if you click on that, some actions should happen. So if on every button I am adding this on click event. So these are the different buttons which we are going to add. First is the clear screen, next is the backspace, and next comes the numbers. So in the calculator, in the first row, the numbers will be 7, 8, 9. I am adding the operators like the modulus and division and multiplication. Then numbers like 7, 8, 9. After that comes the another. So as and when how we are seeing it in a calculator, the same way we are going to add the numbers and the operators here. So after 7, 8, 9, then I am adding the operator minus. After that again I am adding the numbers like 4, 5, 6. Then I am adding the operator called plus. So after 4, 5, 6 in the right hand side, this operator will be displayed as a button. After that I am again adding the buttons in the next row like 1, 2, 3. And in the last row 0 and dot, that is the decimal point, will be displayed as a button. So these are the different buttons and the methods that we are going to create. So this is the final output of our calculator. We are going to display this in the same way. So yeah, this is a quick demo of our file. Now let us quickly run and refresh our application and see. Yes, so the calculator styles has been added. Now let us add the style to other classes of our application. So for the screen class, I am going to add the width and the height, and I am giving a background color. Then text align is made as right, so it will be displayed in the right side. Padding and the box sizing are added. The buttons class defines the grid layout and the gap properties of the buttons. So here I am adding the grid template rows as well as the grid template columns. This is how our calculator looks like once the styling till now is applied. Let us move on to our JavaScript. So JavaScript provides the functionality for the calculation application, and the screen variable, it is used to get the input element where the user input and the display results are displayed. Now there is a equation variable, it is used to store the current equation as a string. Now let us add the add to screen function. So here it takes a parameter called value and adds it to the equation string. It then sets the value of the input element to be updated in the equation string. So that is what we are doing in the add to screen function. Now in the clear screen function, it resets the equation variable as an empty string and sets the value of the input to an empty string. Now in the function calculate, so here it attempts to evaluate the equation string using the eval function. If the evaluation is successful, the result is displayed in the input element and the equation variable is updated to the result. But if the equation is not successful, that is if the equation is invalid, the input element will display an error message. So in the text box, an error message will be displayed if we are giving any invalid input. So yeah, this is all the functionality of our calculator application. So it allows the users to do simple arithmetic calculations. So the clear screen spelling is wrong, that is why it is not displaying the correct result when we press the C. Yeah, now it is working properly. This basic calculator application, you can add even more advanced functions to it. So if you like my video, please do click on the bell notification icon so that you will receive all of my future videos. Do like, comment and share this video.